new from Radiance, number 110 in their range, is What Happened Was, a film directed by and starring Tom Noonan. This is adapted from a stage play. It's two actors, it's two people from a law firm that have decided to meet after hours to see if their relationship at work can evolve into something more. You have Jackie and Michael. And it's really kind of a testament to awkwardness, this film. It feels real, it feels raw, it's 91 minutes, and it goes places where I didn't expect it, but it earns that kind of emotion that it achieves later on in the kind of climax of the film. Jackie comes home, she's getting the house ready, she's excited, she's getting dressed, she's got some music on. When Michael turns up, Michael is one of those awkwardly unsure characters. It's as if he is socially inept, not sure how to carry himself, what to say, how to act, and there's all these little foibles and quirks that he has while conversing with Jackie.
I don't know how you...
I'm just joking.
Oh, yeah. It's funny.
There are moments where he will start to giggle at things that aren't funny, and she's what you're laughing at, and there's this uncomfortability as these two people play this social dance, as they kind of try to find what their personalities are like when they're outside of the work environment. When they're in work, obviously, they have a nice relationship enough that they're trying to push things outside, but they're never quite sure how they feel outside of the office environment, which is one of the most fascinating aspects of this. You have these characters beginning to open up, talking about themselves, their desires, their dreams, what they want, and sometimes it can be heightened, sometimes it can be elaborate, sometimes it can be downplayed a little bit, but it's always interesting to see these characters open up just a little bit more and to see how the other person takes it, whether they take it well, whether they push back a little bit. And it's this uncomfortable ballet of these two people being incredibly awkward around one another, both striving for something more, but both afraid of rejection.
Would you relax? I'm only joking.
Oh.
I haven't gone out with any of them, really.
It's wonderfully done, and it feels like a very elegant film. It's one of those ones where the runtime just kind of speeds by. There can be moments where it's really uncomfortable and unsettling, and that's just because of the conversation and the misinterpretations of what somebody's thinking, and then asking for an explanation and getting it and realising that there wasn't that much of a meaning in it, it wasn't that deep of a comment, but feeling as if they kind of missed something, and pausing of that conversation kind of stop and starts this flow that they're trying to build up. The performances are excellent. I think there is some terrific work going on here. There is a natural ability between both these people to really convey feelings and moods and how they change in just a general conversation.
You know, I'll see you at work on Monday.
Well, I feel terrible now.
Yeah, well, dates are weird sometimes.
Absolutely compelling. But all the way through it, there is this underlying tension, I would say, of you just, what's going on here? Like, why are these two people connecting? Because they feel as if they shouldn't be at certain times, but it was rewarding. It was emotionally impactful. At the end, there is something I would say really pertinent here about these two people later in life, just looking for any kind of connection and relationship and struggling to find that. You can see it particularly in Jackie's character. She is just struggling for someone and dealing with getting a little bit older. Michael, on the other hand, is just someone that's looking for someone to take a little bit of control in his life, really.
Why don't you just let me try to explain to you that...
That's it, get out.
Well, I just want to tell you, if you just let me try to explain to you...
Just get the fuck out of here!
What happened was one of those movies that I wasn't really sure when I put it on. Like 10 minutes in, I'm kind of like, I don't know if this is for me. Before you know it, I was an hour and gripped to the seat watching this thing seeing where it was going to go, and just with it, feeling the mood, having the film kind of put me in the place of the characters and feel what they were feeling was just magnificent. Absolutely great. I feel this is one I'm going to watch every now and again and probably get a little bit more out each time. Let's dive into the disc and have a look at the extras. Here we are in the disc for What Happened Was. Let's go to the special features. First up, we have Tom Noonan and Scott McCauley. Filmmaker and star Tom Noonan discusses What Happened Was with producer Scott McCauley, produced by Oscilloscope Laboratories in 2021. And this runs for 26 minutes 17 seconds. It's a kind of Zoom call between these two, talking about the play, from Scott seeing it to get into production, getting to know each other, working on a micro budget. Next we have Karen Sillis. Actor Karen Sillis discusses her role in What Happened Was. This was 11 minutes 47 seconds. She talks about really connecting with the thematics of this one, the one about connecting with people and bringing out your kind of truth and allowing others to see it. Very fond memories of the production, and just glad to see it getting a sort of reappraisal after a length of time. Next we have Charles Bramsco. This is a newly filmed interview with critic Charles Bramsco discussing What Happened Was, looking at its origin as a stage play and adaptation to the screen, the production and legacy of the film amongst other subjects. And this is 19 minutes. And he kind of talks about it being a play, how it kind of went from a play into production for about 5 months, how it kind of never really found its footing. It was bought up by the same time as Oleana was, and the releasing company decided to push all this kind of money onto that movie, and this one kind of fell to the wayside, as well as looking at some of the thematics, the performances and some of the nuances that really bring out the thematics within the story as well. There is also a trailer. There is a 16-page booklet included within this release with an essay by Adam Naiman, Apartment Story, Tom Noonan's What Happened Was, where it kind of runs through this making of the film, the thematics, what kind of pushed Noonan to make this one, the kind of rival with Oleana. It's similar stuff that's covered on some of the extras, but it's a little bit more detailed in certain aspects. That's the extras for What Happened Was. There we have it. What Happened Was great. Again, great. Again, another movie that I probably would never have gotten to if it wasn't for Radiance putting this one out and giving me something special. It's different, unusual. I think it is a universal kind of movie that is for everyone, particularly if you're getting on in years and feel you're kind of stuck in work situation and a stagnant social life. This is something that's probably going to speak to you quite a bit. I'd love to know your thoughts on What Happened Was, so let me know in the comment box below whether you loved it, hated it, fell somewhere in the middle. As always, there's more content up here. You can see more of my stuff. In the description box below are links to Patreon, membership program, manvfilm.com. Always in which you can support. Thanks for watching. See you next time.